to believe we're about to enter the final month of 2016. And old November is long in the tooth. It is the 27th day of November, 2016. I'm your host, Alex Jones. Thank you for joining us on this live Sunday edition. I'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time with the weekday broadcast. That's 12 noon to 4 p.m. Eastern. You can find the free apps with video feeds and more at Infowars.com/app. We also have a paid app for exclusive videos, commentary, analysis, and more. You'll also find it at Infowars.com/app on your Droids and iPhones. We also have the 6-7-year-old iPhone app that's still super popular, over 2.5 million downloads, that just has a news feed and audio of the show. It's an oldie but a goodie and very popular. That's at Infowars.com/show. Where you'll find the free video feeds, audio feeds, and more. That way, if you're listening to us on a local AM or FM station in your area, don't just spread the word to locals, which is very important in this fight against the globalists, but also call your friends, your neighbors, your family, people in other cities, other states, and say, listen to Infowars.com. It's got Hillary and the globalists and the entire establishment hopping mad against it. Find out why they're trying to openly censor it at Infowars.com/show. All right, let me tell you what's coming up today. There is a lot. We have the Democrats organized with Hillary trying to overturn the election of Donald J. Trump. I don't like to say, see, I told you so, but when I left Tuesday, at the end of the show, I said repeatedly, this is real. This is a real threat. The Democrats are behind it. George Soros is behind it. They're going to try to overthrow the electors. We won't know till December 19th or the 20th if they're able to do it. And the electors who represent the voters of those states and who go then to vote in the Electoral College, they are being death threatened. And, I mean, you think juries in gangster trials get messed with. They are getting jacked with just huge. I've got mainstream news reporting this all over the country. So that's happening. So you think it's Byzantine with the primaries and the delegates and superdelegates in both parties. You think those rules are twisted like a barrel of snakes. Wait till you get into the Electoral College and what's happening with the electors being death threatened and physically attacked and guns pointed at them, you name it. I mean, this is a soft civil war going on between the dupes of the globalists and the people that are somewhat awake, fighting for a future where at least we have fair trade deals, not one-sided screw jobs that enrich the globalists. So we're going to break all this down today. We're now learning more that Obama, and the Trump folks have confirmed this, so has the Hillary folks, called Hillary that night at 1:30 Eastern. That's 12:30 Central. They still didn't announce for over an hour and said, this is embarrassing. You're supposed to go out and concede. And then Hillary had to be sedated. She threw a big fit and went crazy. So the Obama folks coming out and telling The Hill and Bloomberg this confirms what we already knew from our sources, so that's triple confirmed now. And she went into a total tizzy because she knows Obama controlled, at that time, and still for another 54 days, the Justice Department, the FBI, you name it. And he was saying, look, I'm not going to stand by you if you try to contest this and have a civil war at this point. So Obama basically flushed Hillary at that point. She attacked Podesta. She reportedly attacked others, had to be sedated, and then rolled out the next day looking completely drugged out of her mind for just a few minutes, and then disappeared for about a week and a half, then popped back up looking like she'd aged 15 years. Completely mentally ill. So we've got that to get into. We've got Trump to pressure foreign leaders to probe Clinton Foundation. That's on Infowars.com. I was told this on Thanksgiving by one of our sources that, let's just say, is extremely close to the president. And look, the Clintons have figured this out, so I can say this now. I was told this a few weeks ago, and I was told this again a few days ago. What was Tuesday? That was Thanksgiving. So like 4 days ago, I was told that, hey, of course Trump's not going to go after Hillary. That's not a president's job. It'll be his AG. So what we had already been surmising is clearly the plan. And I was also told there's more than one way to skin a cat. Now, I didn't so much want to come out and shoot a video about this because it hadn't broken yet, and I almost don't want the other side to know this, even though I think they're smart enough to know Trump's playing possum with them. That's why they're trying to overthrow his election. That's why they've got death threats. The electors are being death threatened. All hell is breaking loose while so many libertarians and constitutionalists and conservatives and nationalists and folks that just want a free market system, while we're all celebrating, folks, we're far from out of the woods, as I kept saying for the last 2 weeks. And I've now confirmed it. Now, the New York Post came out today with the big headline, and they've talked to the insiders as well, and that indeed he is going to push for foreign governments to release the information on the foundation, just like we pressure the Swiss, it's all legal and lawful, to release info on Americans here that are doing illegal stuff or have illegal Swiss bank accounts or questionable accounts. You know, the Obamas did that some. He's going to legally and lawfully do that, and that will destroy them because there's reportedly tens of billions. You don't think she sold out the whole world just for a couple $100 million, do you? So Trump to pressure foreign leaders to probe Clinton Foundation. And notice this is all coming out now because Hillary reneged on her deal. There was word that the word came down, you're going to be left alone as long as you behave because it'll be too embarrassing for the country, but you got to step down and shut up now or you know what else is about to come out in the WikiLeaks. Hillary didn't do it, folks. And I'm not saying that these behind-the-scenes conversations, it's like at 2:30 in the morning Central, 3:30 in the morning Eastern when Trump finally walked out, said, sorry, folks, sorry I've been having to wait. It's been really complicated behind the scenes. It was Trump, Obama, Hillary, I mean, major deals going on. Major. Notice right around that time, or about a week and a half before Assange disappeared, he's never been seen or heard from since except in one phone call that sounds fake. So to say we're living in the middle of a spy thriller is a joke. This is like a spy killer to the power of 10. This is over-the-top crazy town. That's all coming up in the second hour as well. Trump administration will pressure foreign states, Trump administration will pressure foreign states to probe Clinton Foundation. Another article, Trump supporters target George Soros over protests. So that's USA Today, New York Post, Infowars.com. It's all up on Infowars.com right now. So we've got that. Then we've got a really important stack of news that deals with the latest salvos to censor free speech. They're never going to claim they're censoring or shutting down real journalists. No, 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 no. They're going to decide what real journalism is. And then now that the UN International Consortium has taken over the internet, now this can be implemented and basically directed from The Hague. So we've got stacks of news from the New York Times, the Washington Post, RT, you name it, openly announcing, including Infowars.com, Drudge has been now added to the list. The most influential news portal in the world, hands down, breaking more stories than probably any other news institution out there of global import. They're now announcing Drudge is fake, shut it down. In fact, the new media blacklist calls it Russian propaganda. Isn't that a joke? So, guess who put the new list out? The Washington Post, owned by Mr. Bezos, a Democratic Party operative. But it gets worse. Guess where the list came from? They're fencing it because they know they can get sued for torturous interference for this to an unknown website, and no one knows who owns it. So this professor backs down after a week of her fake list out there. Of course, the Onion isn't on it. We are because we're so hardcore and so effective. That disappears. They take that down because it's such a fraud. And then now some imaginary group wanting to put their name on it is the new media chiefs. Can you say Southern Poverty Law Center? Can you say George Soros? So just some group, we don't know who, has a website, and they just tell you what reality is. Now, don't trust yourself. Don't do your own research. They're going to tell you. So that's coming up. But first, when we return, remember all the devil worship stuff that came out, all the bizarre blood drinking and weirdness in the Podesta emails and the spirit cooking? Well, now it's exploded the last few weeks into Pizzagate, and there's shocking new developments straight ahead. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say, see, I told you so, that communist Chinese-style net censorship was coming to the web, because it's already here. It's being announced. The way you keep the internet open and free is you get involved more than ever. Go to Infowars.com/app. A new battleship in the fight. Infowars Live, available right now. We're looking for a crew to man it. You going to sit down and play games and be a trendy? Or are you going to be part of history? Don't sit by and let the internet and free speech be stolen from you. Take action. For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com and to help others during Christmas by teaching them about the powerful benefits of silver. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.